All right, family. All righty. This is Steve Copeland from the Couch Conversation. Steve Copeland from the Couch Conversation. Steve Copeland from the Couch Conversation Show. Steve Copeland from the Couch Conversation. Steve Copeland from the Couch Conversation. Steve Copeland from the Couch Conversation Show. Hey, family. How's everybody doing? Today is recognizing unhealthy, toxic people. Today, recognizing unhealthy, toxic people. Okay? Now, let me read some of this off to you. Let me pull this down because I was inviting some people. Now, I said to myself, right, and this is just me and how, say, like, I want to get married for the third time. But for me, what I have to do, family, these are red flags. It could be number one, number two, number three. But number one, red flag for me. If you never had a healthy relationship with your father, if he wasn't in your life, you never met him, and you don't have those daddy issues, that's a blessing. Number two, mental, emotional, spiritual, and physical. If you was in a relationship both ways, man or woman, right? And you was abused in that way, I'm very, very skeptical if you have not got the proper help to allow you in my life. Three, if you the type of woman or man, because I want you, I want the woman to recognize it too, that likes to over talk a person, don't want to listen, and real rude, I don't want you near me. Communication in a relationship is very important. If you try to dominate the communication, like everything need to be said just by you, and you don't like to listen to what the other individual had to say, those are red flags for me not to allow you close to me. Now, I do not want to just date and sleep around. I'm not a kid. I'm a grown man. That boyfriend, girlfriend thing, listen how that sounds. Boyfriend, girlfriend. Boyfriend, girlfriend. I want another wife. I don't want to act like I did in my other two marriages. I don't want to be that same individual. I'm older now. I know what I can bring. I'm talking about mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. I am more healthier in that way than I ever been. So when you hear me say I'm a loving, kind, considerate person, I'm talking about my character. I'm talking about my personality. When I say I'm a warm, sensitive person, I'm talking about my character. I'm talking about my personality. Melanated, you can come up if you want. If you hear me say that, you know, back in the days, right? Back in the days, I used to be a liar, a no good, manipulating person. I'm still talking about Steve Copeland. I don't really like that side of me. I feel like this because of the balance that I have in my life. My goal is not to make your life miserable. You get me? So I want people to understand, whenever you want to get into a relationship, if you carrying childhood issues, young adult issues, and if you haven't done something like a therapist, a counselor, somebody to help you balance that out so you can move into a healthier connection today. I don't want to put it by people too. Now, my case, I don't want to play house, right? I want a wife. Now, some of you might not want that wife, but y'all want to, be together, committed. And if that's something y'all work out, that's beautiful, right? If that's what you choose to do. Long as both of y'all understand where you at. A commitment is a commitment. When I make that commitment, that means I pick you. Out of all the other women out there, out of all the sexy, beautiful women out there, I choose you. And the goal is to treat you like the queen you are. I know who Steve Copeland is inside. I know what I bring to any marriage. You get me? So that's why I wanted to put this topic up so we can talk about it. Recognizing unhealthy, toxic people. And I'm going to move my big head out the way because it gives you some ideas, because those are red flags for me, because I don't want to make the same mistakes again when it comes to that wife. Now, I want to read, and then I'm going to let y'all go ahead and talk, please. What I said I was going to start doing, right? I'm going to start throwing scripture in, not based on religion, okay? If I throw scripture at you, it's to motivate you, empower you spiritually, energetically, and that's what I've been asking for. This called mental strength and peace. That's what I fight for each and every day, my peace, right? 2 Timothy chapter 1, verse 7. For God has not forgiven us a spirit of fear, but of power and of love and sound mind. Remember I just said something about the peace, joy, happiness. Philippians chapter 4, verses 6 and 7. Do not be anxious about anything, but in every situation, by prayer and petition, with thanksgiving, present your requests to God, and the peace of God, which transcends all understanding, will guard your hearts and your minds in Christ. See, what's important to me, family, I'm sorry, is that peace of mind. Is that peace of mind. And I'm going to tell you, I know it takes work. Then we got Romans 12 and 2. Do not be conformed to the pattern of the world, but transformed by the renewing of your mind. I just wanted to read those, family, because I asked AI to give me something spiritually, energetically, to help people, something they can hold on to. Whenever you begin to feel down and out, or your self-esteem is low, to build back up your courage, to empower you. Because people going to say stuff to us. Their goal is to tear us apart, but we don't have to let them. So I wanted to at least get some of this out as we go along. Now, and I see you up there, Candy. I see you on Teacup. So, melanated or OG? One of y'all want to say something? Look at the prompt. Come on, OG. Candy drop.
I think recognizing
It's a lot of noise behind you, Melanated.
Hello? You got way too much noise.
There's too much noise coming through my StreamYard.
My bad. That was my sister. My bad. I had to tell her go ahead. But recognizing unhealthy, toxic people, I think that's something that only discernment can allow. I don't necessarily believe if you're not walking in that specific alignment that you can recognize it. Now you might be able to notice certain behaviors. Sometimes, that's why people fall in.
It's too much. Melanated. Too much noise.
And then at some point, that's when they start to, delve into it and act.
You got too much noise in your background.
I'm outside. I ain't know that.
You had too much noise in your background. Come on, OG.
Well, that brings me to realizing an unhealthy, toxic person. I didn't know how to do that until it was too late for me. Everyone knows that I was married twice. My first wife, pretty much, it was very toxic. Everything had to go her way. Over talking, this, that, and the other. Being very rough and having her son rush me or jump me, and then she jumps on me and hits. So it's like, you know what? I should have realized that sign then, but it took God to wake me up and pull me out of that situation. When he did, he made me have a heart attack on purpose so I could get away from her. I understood it, so I did what I had to do. So yeah, sometimes you can spot them, sometimes you can't. This one particular time, I couldn't spot it in time, so I dealt with it.
And see, that's why I said I'm gonna do the 3. Flags for me. Only because I know I'm a fixer. And I want to help you. Wherever you hurting, I want to help you. And I started realizing, like you said, mainly in my second marriage, that I could not fix that individual. And I don't want to be in something where I have to mold and shape you. And that's why when I hear people talk, right, I be like, oh my God, because they talking about like fixing that person, not liking what that person might wear, but if you're attracted to what they have on when you meet, right, whatever attracted you to them, you want them to basically stay the same because that's what you are attracted to. That's what you are interested in. And basically what I'm trying to say, if she dressed like a hot tamale, I'm gonna use that word for TikTok's sake, and it blows your mind. Wow, oh my, and y'all make the decision to be with each other. Her being dressed like a hot tamale is what turned you on. her being dressed like a hot tamale is what you wanted to keep turning you on, because that's what interests you mainly when it comes to the sex department towards her or him. But what people got a tendency of doing, just because it's just you and I, other people gonna find your mate attractive anyway. That don't mean that your mate gonna go do nothing wrong. And that's what I had to understand. That's where trust come in at. You know.
No, it's the other. It's the other people that we have to be concerned about. Those that don't have the respect. Those that don't acknowledge that a lady is actually present with a man. You know, and it really sucks real bad, bro. I'm sorry, but it does. I think that is the most disgusting thing that a man can do. Walk up on a female while she's on a date. I do believe that is the worst thing that any man would even consider doing.
And it is. It's very, very disrespectful. But guess what? And I know you know. It happens. It happens.
Yeah, my second wife was all natural. She didn't wear no makeup, she didn't dye her hair. She didn't do nothing, dude. She was pure and natural. That's what made me fall in love with her.
Can I say something?
What? Come on.
You know, I used to be the same way. I never wore makeup, never dyed my hair until after Tom passed away. Then I started making changes. I started dyeing my hair, and then I started wearing makeup again. Mm-hmm. It's like I went through like a, I can't think of the name of it. Just going through a phase. And it's like now my style has changed. I go from one thing to another. So.
Yeah, I did.
But that's about it.
And see, that's fine. Because you know what? My daughters, all of them, when they put on makeup, their hair, I do a double check every time. I'm like, God dang it. They're beautiful. They're gorgeous. They feel it inside for themselves. So the thing is, by the way I try to raise mine in that sense, feel beautiful about yourself. Feel sexy, feel gorgeous about yourself. Only thing a man can do is compliment what's there. The only thing another woman can do is compliment what's there. I know it personally. I get compliments all the time. Man, I like them shoes. Man, I like them socks. Or you smell nice. And it's from men too, not just women. But it's the compliment because I already know I'm a well-dressed man. I already know that. But sometimes just to hear other people say things, it kind of boosts your ego a little more. You get me? Now, yeah, what OG was talking about, that is totally disrespectful. If you know a woman is out or a man is out with a woman, and women will desire that man too. That's on the date.
Well, that's like with Chris. He never comments about my hair. Never comments about with when I put makeup on. He hates when I put lipstick on. It's like, oh, I don't want to kiss you. You need to wipe that off. I'm like, okay, I don't know what's wrong with that. I can't understand that one.
I don't get it. I'm just saying, as a man, I don't get it. The freak didn't happen.
I mean, unless you was not wearing any lipstick when you met him, that's what he's attracted to. He's not attracted to the lipstick.
when I first met him, now I can say it's been 2 years. 2 years ago, when he first met me, I had myself all fixed up, and I can say this, my aunt remembers me getting myself fixed up. She was living, at the time she was in her apartment at the time. And I was in her bathroom fixing myself up, pulling my hair up and putting makeup on. And she's like, "You look really good and you smell good." And I said, "Well, we'll see." But what I can remember is when I walked down to his car, got in, and he did say that I looked good. He didn't say anything about, my hair or my makeup. He just said I looked really pretty. But then later on, something, I don't know what it is. I guess he doesn't like the texture of, what I put on my lips. I mean, sometimes I'll even put lip gloss on because my lips can get chapped sometimes.
Now that's what my wife would do for me, because she knew I didn't marry her for her looks. Okay, I really didn't. I married her for what was on the inside of her.
Yep.
Looks don't pay. Looks don't pay for nothing. For me, it's what's on the inside that matters to me the most. Your heart, your generosity, your love, and your caringness.
Now,
that's what I look for.
Now, let me ask you this: Would you meet someone again, or you're not sure?
Oh, I love to meet somebody again, but they have to meet my qualifications, though, because I have a higher standard for myself now, because I know my worth. I know what I can do and what I can't do. But yes, I would love to get married again. I'm not used to being single. I'm falling because I don't have a mate with me.
Yeah.
So my health is slowly declining. Yes, I'd love to have a mate.
No, I understand. That's like with my aunt. She's the same way right now. She would love to be able to meet somebody, but she just wants a friend, just a companion. No love or anything. No sex. Because she's getting older. She's 60. How old are you gonna be?
64.
She's gonna be 64 this year. And
she'd be the same. Matter of fact, she's almost the same age as my wife, because my wife would have been 63 no, she would have been 64 this year.
Yeah, her birthday's in August. It's on the 23rd.
Okay, well, my wife's was May 17th.
And then her spouse has been gone, June 9th will be how many years? 7 years.
Sorry to hear that,
Queen. I lost mine 2 years ago.
Coming out.
And
I just lost mine.
She doesn't think about it or anything. It's just, she just remembers the day, but she doesn't think about it anymore.
Now I want to change.
And she just, she's trying to make changes to her for herself. She wants to
sell her house.
She wants to sell her house, and she wants to move to the beach. That's her main goal.
Yep.
So.
What's stopping her? What's really here's the question.
What is stopping her?
What is really stopping
money.
her?
It's about finances, because she's by herself, and it's hard. It's just hard for her. She works a full-time job at a assisted living, and they don't pay a whole lot, and she's got just so many bills, and it just keeps piling up, and it's just not easy. It's not easy for her, and I stay with her to help out with her medical stuff, to make sure she goes to the doctors and stuff like that. So, and I make sure that when I do the appointments, I make sure they're on the same day that I go.
Okay, so she's working in a convalescent home?
It's assisted living.
And well, number one, have her check into being a 12 worker for people.
Say that again.
Get her to look into being a caregiver for people in her area. They will pay her more doing that than what she's getting now.
What is she gonna look for? I didn't hear you. Sorry.
Look for, tell her to go to Social Security, tell them or ask them how to apply to be a caregiver for somebody, and they'll pay up to $1,400 a month.
I didn't even know that.
Oh yeah, she's in the right field but wrong position. She can have up to 5 people that she can take care of, anywhere between $300 to $1,400 every month.
I'll let her know that. So I'm gonna have to jump off of here. I have to run out to the store with her.
All right, Queen.
All right. Talk to you later.
All right.
Okay.
You were talking to.
Mm-hmm. I mean, Mama's in the right field, bro. It's just she's in the wrong position right now.
Yeah, she would have to get with say like
Social Security.
somebody to have now if she get with somebody that like a care provider,
Yeah.
somebody to have that type of service can use her. Excuse
Well,
me.
she has to go through the state. So she'd have to go through Social Security.
Well,
or
that's
not
part
Social
of it.
Security, but that's Department of Human Resources that she would have to go to in order to be registered to work for for companies. She'd have to be registered first. I mean, if there's a caregiver provider that would be willing to hire her, then yeah, but are they going to take out the taxes?
Well, that's the point.
See?
Either way it goes, they would have to pay her for her services because they got to bill, like you said, medical assistance.
Mm-hmm. And right now, my caregiver, right now, where I'm at, she's getting the limit for me. She's getting the full $1,400 for me because I'm 7 days a week.
And
And
how
I have a
long
little
she
bit
stay?
more care.
How long
And I
she
have a little
stay?
bit more care. So,
Now, basically, what does your care, your provider does? I mean, your healthcare provider does. Your home healthcare.
my home health aide comes in, she does the dishes, she cleans the bathroom, she cleans my room, she cleans the dog's room, she sweeps, she mops, she vacuums up the floor, she does the clothes, she does laundry. She does everything, dude. She even cooks for me. Then she takes me to my doctor's appointments if I need to go. And, or if I've already at a doctor's appointment and I don't have any other transportation, she'll come and get me. No questions asked. Yeah, she helped me get my house together in probably 4 days, dude. She helped me get my last caregiver didn't do nothing. This one here, she came in and started cleaning. So I'm like, you know what? I'm so glad, because I was getting sick of looking at the stuff that was in the corner, and I kept asking my last caregiver to take care of it, and he wouldn't do it. So I'm like, you know what? I'm not going to keep with him very long. I can already see this company. And then when he got his new place, he just told me pretty much, you know, you're on your own. I stopped working for you, so you're pretty much on your own. Okay, fine. I mean, I can replace him and his son. No big deal. Don't think that just because you're gone, I'm not going to still succeed. No, fuck that. I'm sorry. This one here actually cares about me, about her client. She comes over, she talks to me, dude, she does so much over here for me, dude. I mean, I can't name it all, but she does every fucking thing for me. The only thing she don't do is help me dress or give me a bath. It's the only two things she doesn't help me with. Other than that, she helps me with everything else. She might have to help me with a pair of socks, but I don't think that's no big deal. But I mean, but yeah, normally she don't help me dress or take my shower like most caregivers would. Any other questions?
No, it's not for me. It's for the people that's listening.
Oh, I'm just saying.
Caregivers
are important. No, caregivers are very important to an individual, especially when they're not capable of keeping their own house clean.
Right.
I mean, come on, a caregiver is the most important person for me to be in my life and helping me out, clean up my house and keep it straight, this, that, and the other. So I mean, you know, I'm blessed to have her, and you know, that's all I can do is just be blessed that I have her. Because without her, my house would still be a mess, to be honest. So yeah, she's helped me out tremendously in here.
And you know, that sounds like having that mate, that partner.
Well, yes and no, but it's really not a partnership. It is a work-related incident. It's work-related. So it's not pleasurable. It's all work-related. I would never hit on my caregiver anyway. Even though she is gorgeous and pretty, I'm still not going to hit on her. Because that's exactly what I'm looking for, but I'm not going to go that far. You know what I'm saying? I could get a SA charge or something like that. I'm not good for that right now, brother. I don't need all of that.
Well, having a mate to actually be there for you, to support you and take care of you, don't always have to have smacks with it. Some people, just for companionship, have somebody to talk to, support. That's what I look at. Come on.
I have a pure support person.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's not my caregiver. I literally have one of them type of people, a care person.
I'm glad you said that.
I mean, you know, I have several things through CMH that's actually helping me get through what I'm getting through, and it has been for the past 2 years now. It's helped me get over my depression real bad. Helped me with my sleep. Oh yeah, I got a care team behind me.
Yeah, most of the time, like with the housing program, we will provide like a PRP counselor, a therapist. And when you look at the therapist, the counselor, stuff like that, they're there to help you like put things back in order. And I know they don't clean. The ones I know, they ain't cleaning no house and stuff. But they will, help guide you and turning your life around. So basically, whatever the help you need, they're there for you. But now, what I'm looking
It
at,
just so happens that I'm just through community mental health. So, I mean, it's if it's the same program, then we're all right. But for me, that program seems to be working for me. So I don't have any complaints for it.
wait a minute. Yeah, because once again, I'm looking at the licensed professionals when it comes to stuff like that will come in your house, will help you. I was talking to this lady not too long ago about her daughter, and we was talking about recognizing unhealthy, toxic people behaviors, and everything she was saying towards her daughter. I told her, I said, this is what I'm gonna talk about this evening. Recognizing certain behaviors with people. But now, I was telling her because of the housing program, and I deal with people with psychological issues, but I know, some of them, and I got to watch my words for TikTok family. Some of them are dealing with bipolar. Some are dealing with personalities disorder, schizophrenic, stuff like that, right? And as she was telling me about her daughter, and sometimes her daughter don't recognize who she is. Then I asked her, I said, well, is she on meds? They put her on meds. She was doing great with the meds. Then she got to the point she felt like she don't need it. And I was telling the mother that it's a grown woman. I was telling the mother that she need to get her meds back because the meds is to actually slow down the speeding of the brain. And not only that, in that process, you got to work hard at focusing on positive stuff, even though you're taking the meds. You got to get a balance there. And I also asked her, is her daughter taking the medicated plant, the medicated one? And she said, no, she's not taking nothing. But I said, too, they create medicated wise like gummy bears and all that type of stuff, brownies or whatever. And that is to help to control the mind for racing and speeding the way it is, to balance it back out. And we had a nice conversation, right? Now, mind you, I would not understand this. I would not know this if I wasn't working with the homeless and the less fortunate population. And I also explained to the mother, she said she didn't know where she could go at to actually get her signed away. But I had to explain to her about my program. And I went down to the Reynolds court. They gave me the paperwork to fill out the paper to take upstairs to the judge to actually do the emergency petition to have her signed away. She just didn't know how to do it. But I told her that was my process. So you just have to explain it to them, what's happening, what's going on, because by right, whenever you call the police, and I'm going to say this because it's on y'all website, whenever you call the police because of a certain person's behavior the way it is, y'all are supposed to take them to get some help. Y'all don't do it. And to show you why I ain't lying, because I had to go downtown, do the paperwork, give it to the judge. The judge ended up sending the paperwork to the police station for them to come and get them. But they'll tell you they ain't supposed to do it. But my thing is, when people dealing with unhealthy psychological issues and they get to that point where they're out of their minds because they're speeding, to me, it's okay if they take them down. That's the part I don't like. That's the part I don't like. Because when you know a person is dealing with psychological issues, sometimes when you call the police, they're straightened up. And the police know that themselves. That was the biggest argument I was having with the police. Because the moment I call them, they talk to them, they act normal as possible, then they come for me like I'm the problem. I said, wait, hold. I'm the one that called you to help them. So basically, they failed the people and they failed me. And that's what happened. But when I was listening to the mother, right, and I know what she's going through. Because like I told her, by me dealing with women and children and stuff like that, sometimes Pop might pop up. Dad might pop up. Unc might pop up. But then I had to realize they not your family, Steve. It's work. But you want the best for them. And I was telling her some of the ways and means that I had to do to get them the proper help that they needed. My thing is, if you, and it all goes back, I got to go back in the past. I got to go back. Because a lot of people, for whatever reason, and in some cases, how they was brought up. They're brought up dealing with a lot of childhood past experiences that's causing them mayhem in the here and now. Some of them had imaginary friends as children to sedate whatever pain they was feeling. So as they get older, the mind begins to play tricks on you. That's why when you hear some people say they hear voices and everything, that's that imaginary friend. But now that they grown, they want to ignore the imaginary friend, which is fine, but they will show up from time to time. I'm talking with somebody the other day on here, and they are a professional. And they was talking about how they had multiple personalities. the 7-year-old girl, the 11-year-old girl. Do you have names for them? What do they talk about? The 7-year-old girl, she was telling me, was scared of something. Now, the 7-year-old girl is her, but she's scared. It's the grown-up that has to comfort the 7-year-old individual. Now, my thing is, when I was talking to her, OG, my thing is, you are the professional. You already know what to do because of your teaching, because of your credentials. That's just like us with the working knowledge of the 12 steps. Anytime we have issues, we are the ones that have to actually go inside of self. That's the way we was taught from our sponsors, from our predecessors, from people that worked on them on their selves, which taught us how to go inside and deal with certain issues from 30, 40, 50 years ago that wants to pop up in the day. And the thing is, no, you won't. But guess what? You're talking to yourself. Not today. You ain't gonna bring me down. I understand such and such and such and such and such happened, but just for today, you gotta fight for that peace. And that's what I was telling the person, and I was telling the mother, because I started feeling sad for the mother because she's not at peace in her own house. And my thing is, I know that's your daughter. I know you love her. I don't want to see her out. I didn't say put her out. I ain't say none of that. But the thing is, when you're not at peace in your house, somebody got to go. And you walking on eggshells in your house? No, I will not. So the only reason why I'm saying this, and I'm talking about like 2 little incidents of conversations of me talking with people. Thank God for the working knowledge of the 12 steps, 12 traditions. I'm not even gonna put the concepts in. But when I talk about the 12 steps, that's living by some morals, values, and principles. You have to learn to quiet your mind down. That's why we go in that process of the 10th step, a daily inventory. The 11th step, prayer and meditation. So once you starting to take a good look at yourself, then you starting to communicate with God. That's prayer. Communication is prayer. Okay? Meditation is actually listening as he speak back to you. Prayer, meditation. But you got to quiet the mind. Sometimes you quiet the mind by breathing. You want to quiet this. My fan is on. You want to quiet this to block it out. My TV is on. Y'all can't hear it because I turned it down pretty low, but I can see the light. But what I'm saying is you quieting this down. I can hear the fan. I can hear the motor from the fan. It's like a quietness. When I pray, Lord, I love you. Thank you for another wonderful day that you put in my life. This beautiful day, this marvelous day. this gorgeous day. Thank you. Thank you for protecting me and watching over me. I will talk to God, the Creator. I look at Christ, which is still the Creator. It's just looking at him in the flesh. That's my big brother. I want to emulate my big brother. My big brother was a loving, kind, considerate man. He was a thoughtful man. The good part about it, when he turned that table over, I realized he got angry. He got mad. He got upset. But the goal with that is you try not to do things that will cause you to go to prison because of your feelings and your emotions. You have to learn to gain control over them. So the same way, look, I'm talking, prayer. I'm talking, prayer, meditation. Listening for his answer. Sometimes I might not sit still long enough to hear what he got to say back to me. So if I'm asking him something and I don't receive it like right now, I still don't close my mind. Because OG can say something out of his mouth. And it might be the message that God told him to tell me. And in my spirit, I'll be like, I got it now. Now, if it's a purpose or mission for me to go out or speak the way I do, that's me doing the 12th step. Once he make his will known, and it's always spiritual for me. Sometimes it's just sit still, Steve. Don't do nothing, Steve. I got this, my son. And I'd be like, okay, it's off my hands. So whenever y'all hear me talk, I'm in a spiritual process. It's not based on religion. Then maybe I need to say the religion started out as the foundation. It's like the ground, the solid ground. You get it? Because I don't want to undermine religion. It's just something that I can stand firm on. You know, like that rock. The traditions, the doctrine, the beliefs. It gives me something to stand on. But then spiritually, morals, values of being a loving, kind, considerate individual, being patient, being tolerant, mainly because we deal with each other. So I know any woman, anybody that comes in my life, I know what I got to offer. I know what I got to give you. I just want you to feed me back. That's all I ask. If you can't feed me back, I'll move on. If that one can't feed me, I'll move on. Because from time to time, I'm only giving you me, the best of me. And people will play with it. I already know. They will take it for a sign of weakness. They will take it for a joke. I'm not a joke. I'm just a man to stand firm on what he believed today. I live a better life today than I did when I was in the streets. I ain't watching over my shoulders like I used to. If I hear pew-pews, I'm gonna be careful, but I ain't gonna think, oh, they trying to get you. That's not gonna be the first thing that come to my mind, because I feel like whatever that's gonna happen, he got me. So I don't walk in fear today. I try to be careful. wiser. You identify stuff now more than I ever did when I was in that life. So y'all know me. This is my 12-step spiritual journey. This is my 12-step spiritual healing process. Meditation, exercising, eating right to the best of my abilities. And that all goes back, family, to me saying, I love me. And because I love me, I just give it. I just give it. If you receive it, that's fine. If you don't receive it, that's fine. That's what we're about over here. The couch. Real conversations. Real talk. Or real life, I'm sorry. But it's still real talk. Real conversations. Real grown-up conversation. I opened the door for our babies as well. Now, if you're under 18, you don't have to show your face. You don't have to put up your real name. But if you're struggling mentally, emotionally, and spiritually, you can come and sit with the 2 OGs. You can come and sit with the fathers. You can come and sit with the grandfathers. You can come and sit with the former foster care provider. You can come and sit with the former mentoring young men. You can come and sit and talk. And we're going to comfort you the best way we know how. That's what this talk show. And Be More, real. Be More, I'm sorry, Teen Talk. I love it. Because rather than me saying, giving our youth a voice, it was AI that said, rename it. Empowering our next generation. I said, I love it. I said, I love it. Empowering our next generation. OG and I, the couch, the 2 OGs, real conversations. AI gave me that name. Keeping life real, OG. AI sent it and said, real conversations, real life. I said, I like that too. And I ain't even getting to the part about the housing program. Come on, OG.
At least I'm not up here trying to. I'm. You know what? I'm only giving back what was given to me. So, you know, if there's somebody out there that took the message, okay, fine. Take bits and pieces that you need, put them with your life, and see if they work. If not, keep searching. I mean, you know, you got both you and I are up here. Any mentor would help you. I mean, there's choices out there for young men to get the help that they need. It's not just us. It takes a village to raise one child the right way. Not to raise a thug or raise somebody that's going to harm people. No, that village is not going to take that child. That village is going to kick that child out, or at least show it some type of love to see if it will change. If not, then the family has to do what the family has to do. But I mean, take the effort. If you need the help, take the effort. Go get it. We're here. There's numbers that DOG can give you. If you need a phone number to call somebody to feel safe, call the OG. He got it. He got you. Beatmore City has always got resources for anything and everything you're looking for. All you have to do is the footwork to get it. Because if you're not serious about your recovery, then you're not going to reach out. Period. And I hate people that do that, say they want it, and then don't pursue it. So, I mean, yeah, that's a bummer for me, but you know what? I get over it. And it is what it is. And, I figured out what that meant, too. That term, it is what it is, I found out what that term meant. It means that I don't have to put up with no BS with nobody. I can teach you, or I can let you go. Only two choices with me. You can either get taught, or I leave you alone.
I was thinking about OG, and I said, OG reminds me so much of the OGs, the predecessors. I was thinking about you. I said, he is a no-nonsense guy. I was thinking about OG. I meant to tell you that too. And I said, he don't play.
No, because I've never had a father, and I never had a child. So why would I be no nonsense? Told you, I'm a God's child. When we met, told you I was a God's child. I'm not here to pull no strings. I ain't here to sugarcoat shit. I'm here to tell you like it is. And if you don't like it, oh freaking well. But it is what it is, and this is what my OG told me and taught me. And it worked for me. So if you can't take this OG and take the suggestions that he's given, then something's wrong with your head, because you know what? We only keep what we can give by giving it away.
Yep. I'm telling you, I'm like, gee.
I still take that lesson with me every day.
I hear it. I told you I was thinking about you the other day, and the only thing came to my mind was predecessor. A true predecessor. I said, that's OG.
Because I've already been there, and I've already done that.
Right.
I've already burned for everything that I needed to burn for in order to get stronger than what I am. God has given me things that on my shoulders that I know I need to take care of, but at this point in present time, He's given me time to sit, relax, and think about the plan before I try to execute. He's got me sitting on hold right now, bro. So I mean, I can't argue with that. But I've always been a no-nonsense type of person in my recovery, because my recovery means everything to me.
Right.
It means my whole life, bro. Yeah. Did I want to pick up a bottle when my wife passed away? Yes, I did. Yes, the hell I did. That was my drug of choice. I was an alcoholic. Did I want to go pick a bottle up? Oh, the hell if I didn't. I wanted to go pick that son of a bitch up right then and there. But God told me no. Time for you to heal, it's time for you to burn and time for you to heal. Okay, so why are you putting me through this punishment? At least she's not in pain. She's not hurting. And I had to take my angel. It was time for her to come home. Okay, fine. Not gonna argue. Thank you for at least allowing me to have 12 good years with her before you decided to take her away. You know, and that's what keeps me going every day. Is thanking that man upstairs for taking my wife. So then that way she's not in no pain. She's not suffering anymore. And I'd rather have that than for her to be here suffering and everything else. So yes, I am a no-nonsense person. I am the same person on here as I am in real life. You meet me here, I'm a no-nonsense person. I'm a no-nonsense person in person. I see something out the way, I'm gonna cuss your ass out then and there. And all natural. And that's from the man upstairs. Thanks to my recovery. And me following it to the absolute perfectly T. To the T. So yeah, I am that I don't give a damn. Sorry.
Recognizing unhealthy, toxic people. It just made me.
Now, you know,
come on,
it's
OG.
It's easy for me now to actually realize an unhealthy, toxic person. I can actually look at him and say, no, you're not it for me. I'm sorry. Because I've been there and I've done that, and why do I want to put myself through that again? I'm sorry, but no. I'm better quality man than that. And I'm not going to stoop myself that low to make myself happy. No. I have a standard in my life, and that's where I want to keep my standard. It's high, because that's what my wife taught me. Taught me to keep my standards where it is necessary for me to be able to be comfortable with myself and with another partner. So that's what I'm doing. You can get mad at me if you want to, but it is what it is.
Right.
When I've got this friend of a friend who just lost their partner yesterday.
Sorry to hear that.
And yesterday he had a massive heart attack. Passed away, and his mate is so heartbroken. I just told him, I said, look, I've been in the situation you're going through right now. Yes, it's going to hurt. Yes, you're going to feel the pain. Yes, you're going to go through whatever you need to go through. God is burning the hell out of you right now, bro. God is burning the hell out of you, making you go through fire for a reason, so he can make you stronger and heal you from that pain. Yes, you're still going to feel that pain a little at a time, but you won't feel it as bad. You'll think about it, and that's all you'll do. I says, because for me, losing my spouse is losing a spouse is the most hardest thing in the world to go through. Especially when you sit there and you watch them take their last breath. That's the hurting part. And when he lost his mate, he saw his mate take his last breath. And it hurt him. And he blamed God for this. And I told him, I said, dude, you can't blame God for taking one of his angels. I said, no, what you need to do is be thankful that he's not in no more pain. He's not hurting. And you need to be thankful that God came and got him when he did. So I think you need to apologize to God and tell him that you were in the wrong, because you know you were in the wrong. God had to come and get his angel for a reason. We don't argue with why people go. We just let them go because that's what we're used to. We're used to letting people go. At least for me. I'm used to people leaving me or passing away on me. I'm used to it. I've been through the fires. I've been through hell and back, bro. Hell, I was down there at the devil looking at his ass, and he said, I don't even want you because you cause too much hell. No, I'm just a God's child that just wants to help out other people and get through life. And the devil looked at me and said, nah, you get the hell out of here. Yeah, thank you. Because if you kept me down here, I'm going to blow your whole fucking scheme up. I'll never come your way. I'll always stay grateful and thankful to God for everything that he's done for me. So why would I trade? Come on now.
I'm just looking at it on Twitch. Just making sure, we streaming. What I wanted to do, I don't know if you could see it better than me, OG, but I did wanted to read some of the prompt at the bottom, the steps.
Nah, I can't see anything, brother.
All right.
It's too small.
Yeah, I have to pull it up over here. Just to read it off. And the first one is father or mother, and it talks about hurt and pain. Heal first so you don't bleed on others. That's the first step. The second step is unresolved relationships or marriage, abuse issues into your new connection or relationship. Don't repeat the same pain. Break the cycle. Remember, I was talking about the 3 steps. If you are very loud, over talking, disrespectful, and rude, keep it moving. Energy doesn't lie, neither does your character. I was talking about the 3 steps that helps me recognize whether you're healthy to be with me, right? I'm not trying to get with nobody that I had to fix. So that's why once I did the first three, the first one, and I didn't want to just point the fingers at the woman, don't get it wrong. Because if you're not healed from whatever garbage or baggage you had, if you're not healed, you're going to bring it into your new relationship. So that kind of gives me signs, because I'm looking at my connection with me and my daughters. I don't want to confuse nobody, but I'm looking at my daughters and my son. I am their first love, their father, right? And I raised them with morals, values, and principles and respect. Now, if I find out that my children, they are grown, disrespecting adults, we're going to have a talk. Because, the elders. Now, I know stuff happens, but if they tell me, well, I said this, I said that, and they did totally disrespect that elder, we're going to have a talk. Because I raised them better. So that's why I said this one, for the first one, OG, that's why I said father or mother hurt. I had to make sure, because I was looking at the woman, but I had to flip it, because men that has issues as well, it could be your mother. It could have been your father, vice versa. Heal first so you don't bleed on others. That's all it's saying. The second one, remember I said unresolved relationships or marriage abuse issues. Don't bring them into your new connection, because sometimes men and women, when you was with somebody that's mentally, emotionally, and spiritually abusive, then you'll think it's okay to do it to somebody else. No. That's why the 1, 2, 3 is here. Don't repeat the same mistakes. Don't repeat the same pain, break the cycle. And the third one, and I hope y'all are following me, because I'm reading back over what I was talking about. The first 3 is how I identify unhealthy. If you are very loud, over talking, disrespectful, and rude, keep it moving. You know how people want to, like, you trying to get your words out, but they want to keep talking and talking. They won't let you speak. It's called communication. It's called poor communication. That's why I said energy doesn't lie. Neither does your character. Those are the 3 phases that I was talking about. But then what they did, they threw 2 more in here, where it says, number 4 says, be accountable for your actions, your words, and your behaviors. Growth requires ownership, not excuses, for your actions, your behaviors. Y'all know I make a statement out my mouth. I said, we talk it, we walk it, we heal together, because people watch what we doing. This is talking about your behavior, being accountable for your behaviors, your words, your actions. Then they put a number 5 here. Choose peace, maturity, and healthy connections. That's how we rise, heal, and build together. The reason why I wanted AI to point out some stuff for us, because I was pointing out certain red lines, red flags. And I thank them that even though I recognize certain red flags, they threw 2 positive options in as well, where you could flip it. And that's step 4 and step 5 over here, where it talks about being accountable for your actions. No matter how we treat people, no matter how we respond to stuff, if it's in an unhealthy manner, we need to correct it. We need to correct the role we played. Be held accountable for your own stuff. You might feel like that person deserved for you to talk to them or treat them the way you did. And it might have been right at the time for you. But then when your conscience hits you, dang, I was wrong. I could have handled that a little better. See, this is how I see things. Then I have to apologize for the role I just played in hurting you, because I got to be accountable for my stuff. So when I read number 4, I was like, thank you. And then number 5, I had more peace in my life than I ever had. sometimes I wonder, do I really want to get into another relationship? I'm just tired of being alone. And I know you understand that, OG. You know, I'm
Yeah,
looking
I
for that
do.
queen I can hold and smell and taste and walk and, you know, I love you, boo, you fine and blah, blah, blah. I miss those things.
You know what I miss? I really miss the love, the conversations,
Yep.
the night walks,
Yep.
you know, or the night talks or whatever. I mean, you know, I miss them type of things for me. You know, the cuddling is okay. The cuddling is good, but that's not what I'm into right now. I'm into you. I'm into talking to you, getting to know more about what's inside of you that you think you might need some help with, but I'm not here to help. I'm not here to fix you. I'm here to let you be yourself.
Right.
I'm letting you do you and allowing you to be your own woman, your own person, without me being, you know, petty and stuff like that. I trust you.
There you go.
I trust you with my life.
There you go.
I trust you with my life.
There you go.
Because you're my wife, so why wouldn't I trust you with my life?
There you go. You hear?
So that's
Trust.
That's the part that I miss. I miss the trust and the love.
And guess what? I just want to say this right. Because now I'm not clear when I hear people say 304s. I think about the women on the corners, right? But y'all got to understand, if the woman is on the corner and she using herself, and that man come and pay for it, he's no different than her. He's no different. So now, the reason why I said that, can you make a corner person your wife? Yes, you can.
Yes.
Yes, you can. Just because they out there seeking attention in that way, when they meet that one special individual, she can become that housewife.
She can. No offense. My right hand to God, I can identify with it from 100% genuine. Yes, I can. I understand what you're saying. Because my second wife was like that. My
Speaking
second
truth.
wife was like that, bro.
Speaking truth. And guess what, OG? When I tell y'all, and I know OG know, when I use words like I'm a retired sugar daddy, right? And if y'all know what a sugar daddy is, he's the type of person that don't have a problem with spending money for what he wants. So I'm the opposite of that 304. I'm just a male. That's why I stopped lying to myself. I had the wife here. I think the other house I had was about 5 blocks down the street. I said 3, but I think it was 5. I was thinking about that the other day. Monday through Friday, I drove the tractor trailer so I could go to the other house like I'm on the road. And then on Saturdays and Sundays, I had to go home and be that man. It started wearing me out. And my first wife, I came in the house. I was tired. I was crying. She said, Steve, she said, I know you love me. Watch this, family. She said, Steve, I know you love me, but you're not in love with me. And she told me I can go. Yup. And she told me I can go. When she said that, it was like a weight was lifted off of me. She set me free. The heck I'm going to get mad with her for? She set me free. That weight was lifted and I went on to the other house. But guess what? That thing only lasted 6 months, and that was over with. So I'm gonna tell y'all right now, from an ex-player, my thing is never make your side piece your main piece. I tried to do that, and it didn't work. And when I got married the second time, it wasn't to step out. It wasn't to do those things again. But then when something happened, I started doing the same things. This time, I told myself, OG, don't make your side piece, Steve, your main piece. The reason why I'm saying this, family, listen to what I'm saying. I'm a married man. I'm stepping outside my marriage. I'm being dishonest. I'm being unfaithful. I'm going through all of that. I'm lying. I'm manipulating. What's good going to come out of that? What good is going to come out of that? Even though that person might have had a boyfriend too, might have had kids. But look, we both lying. We both playing. We both manipulating. So now we're going to turn it around to something good. So when I started again, I said, Steve, this time, do not make your side piece your main piece. Because we tend to fall, I don't know if it's in lust or love or what, with that side piece. But that's still being dishonest. It's based off of dishonesty and all of that. What you say, lost?
Lust.
Right. I look somewhere. Look. I'm listening to OG. Look at me stuttering. It was one of the three.
No,
But look,
it's nothing but lust.
I know, but look,
Lust.
he ain't lying. He ain't lying. I'm caught up with the boot and all of this, and I'm like, boy, do not make your side piece your main piece, because I would get lost in the piece. You get me, family? Because y'all know I'm talking on TikTok as well. But now,
your main piece, it should be your main piece, but your side piece, never, ever. Anybody knows this. Never make a side piece your main piece, because that piece could always come up missing.
ouch! No, you did not. You did not. No, you did not.
Yes, the hell I just did. I told you, I have no time for no bullshit here, bro. I tell you like it is.
Oh, and you know what, OG? Every time I think about that side piece, y'all know I think about David in the Bible, right? I haven't researched it, but I know he's supposed to have had 100 wives. Then he had, I said 100 women on the side, right? Somebody said no, 700. It really doesn't matter. I'm gonna tell you why I say that. It could have been one wife that they said 100. Could have been that one wife, and he could have had 7 on the side, like I did. And guess what? My thing was 100 wives, 700 women on the side. Bathsheba, you got caught up with this one woman, woo, that you had to take her husband down. I said, that must have been some good goddamn going wickety whack. And I know he didn't want the husband to know that she was pregnant, right? But she could have told the husband that was his baby, or however it went. But now, the reason why I'm saying this, because God guided me to David. So I'm talking about the behavior, family. This one man, he had a wife, Steve Copeland, and he ended up getting caught up more with the side piece. And I had to look at myself, because normally when a man get caught up with another woman like that, either that wang is like she, nice and right, and that this man lost himself. I had to see me. But the point is, if y'all don't understand where I'm coming from, watch this. God told me, no matter how you stumble and fall, Steve Copeland, you're a man after my own heart. That taught me to just get back up and keep moving. When I look at certain people in the Bible family, that I'm looking at their stories who fell short, but they had a calling on their life. Look at the calling on their life. They was prophets and everything, right? Look at the calling on their life. No matter how they stumbled and they fell, they kept moving forward for Christ, or we can say for God, for the Creator, because He kept empowering them. That's what we don't look at. I mean, we will look at some of the bad stuff. I'm not going to beat you down for whatever you fall short on, because I know God already knew. You get it, OG? He already created us. Our life was predestined before we came here. So that's, come on.
I'm gonna push you to a level that you've never been to, just to see how you're gonna react. Because that's what God tells me to do. God tells me to push you and pressure you and get you to see the real thing instead of this fake ass bullshit that's out here. And you know what? 9 times out of 10, people go to hell.
And let me say this, OG, because I'm gonna show y'all something. 33 years right here with me. 37. 30, what, coming on 38, OG?
30, yeah, well, next January it'll be 38.
All right, now check this out.
I'm 37.
To me, that's my sponsor. I didn't want to tell him. That's my sponsor. He's a no-nonsense dude. He reminds me, I'm telling you, I hear it. Now, mind you, even though I got 33, I have 34 in January the 26th. He'll have 38. I hear the predecessor in him. I hear the no-nonsense type of guy in him. I hear the rawness in him. Now, because I understand, too, sometimes you got to stumble and fall and learn from it. And that's where I'll back up off you a little bit. But I know my sponsor right here going to come for your egg. Because that's what predecessors do. And that's what he does.
Push you,
there you go.
They push you and they push you and they push you until they break you.
Oh!
Once you've been broken, then it's time for God to pull in and let his work be done. So yes, I am going to push you. I am going to push you, and I am going to push you till you break. Once you break, then you'll see what I'm talking about.
That's old school. I'm telling y'all.
I'm going to push you so hard, you're either going to cry, you're going to break down, or you're going to run. One of the three is going to happen. And whichever one you choose, I feel sorry for you because you done messed around and offended a God's child that is trying to help you. That is not going to look good for you. Because when you mess with a God's child, there's regrets behind it. People don't know that, but there is.
Yeah.
Karma's a bitch. But she's my pretty bitch because she's getting my karma all day. So I mean, it's not like I can't break you, because I can. And yes, it is toxic, but I'm gonna break you. That's what God wants me to do, is to break you, to get you to see that God has always been in your corner. You just ain't been there accepting him. You've been blowing shit off, thinking you can do this by yourself, thinking you can do that by yourself. There's nothing in this fucking world you can do by your damn self.
Right.
You always have to have an extra hand. That extra hand for me is God. has always been God since before my birth. So I don't give a damn what anybody says about me, but this is just me. I'm raw. I'm no nonsense, and I will not put up with nobody's bullshit and nobody's lies. I will see right through them in a heartbeat, and you may not like what I will tell you, but you know what? I really don't give a damn.
And y'all hear how OG talk? This is how a lot of our predecessors carry it. They watch you. They're going to come for you. They're going to give you the suggestions. Either you do or you don't. That's all it is. Or you call yourself straddling the fence. You got to pick one. And I hear this. And mind you, I feel listening to OG right now, I feel like that newcomer on the front row listening to my predecessor. Because when I first came in 93, and they said, if we want to know where the cop, we'll ask you. That's all I knew. So I raised my hand to tell them where they could go cop. They told me, you better put your blah, 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 blah. The way OG talking. Boy, you better blah, 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 blah. I'm like, who they think they talking blah, 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 blah. I come from the streets. Who they think they talking? They had to chomp me down. It didn't, what I'm saying, in a sense, they had to break that old stinky thinking and way of doing things. So they had to be raw, like OG coming now. So I feel like I'm on the front row, sitting on the front row doing my 90-90. Take the cotton out my ears, put it in my mouth. Listen to learn and learn to listen. This is all they threw at us. And as a result of that, a day at a time, I'm going on 34 years because I took the suggestions. I listened to what they said. I got into the 12 steps. I started home groups. I became part of the, I was going to say board.
You know what? I'm just thinking about something here, brother. As much trauma and as much bullshit that I've been through, I'm really surprised that I ain't picked up a fucking bottle yet, brother.
Mm-hmm.
I'm really surprised. Sure. 37 years clean and sober, dude. Yeah, God took me out of that mess.
You ain't lying. I got 3 toes on my right feet. I got 4 on my left feet. And my big.
At least you're standing on 7.5.
I'm still standing on 7.5. And know what? This is what I said, OG. I thank God just for the day I can still move about like this. But I said if it got to the point that I had to get in a wheelchair, I'm still coming. Because the goal is for us is to fight for the people. We fighting for y'all rights.
Yeah, of course. We always have to fight for ourselves first. We can't fight nobody else's battles but our own. People fail to realize that you cannot fight somebody else's battle, that you have no idea what the hell they're battling in the first fucking place. So whoever you think you are trying to come in and trying to get into what we're going through, you need to take a step back, because what we're going through is too fucking dangerous for you to even attempt to even realize what we're going through. After we go through it, we might talk about it, but then again, we might not. We might just shut your ass out because we got tired of your bullshit. I may not even argue with you. I may even tell you silence is golden. And shut the fuck up, turn around, and walk the fuck away. I dare you to say something.
Let me throw this out, OG, because we got 2 more minutes.
Come on, brother.
Physical health and renewal. Physical health and renewal. Proverbs 3. Now, this is, I've been looking up spiritual scriptures that people, it tells me to throw back out. Proverbs 3, 7 and 8. Do not be wise in your own eyes. Fear the Lord and shun evil. This will bring health to your body and nourishment to your bones. These are things that we have to do to keep a peaceful balance, a spiritual balance within the mind. Isaiah 40 and 31. But those who hope in the Lord will renew their strength. They will soar on wings like eagles. They will run and not grow weary. They will walk and not faint. Be faint. First Corinthians, right? Chapter 6, verses 19 to 20. Do you not know that your bodies are temples of the Holy Spirit? That's why you always hear me talk about the Holy Spirit. Therefore, honor God with your bodies. I look for that peace. I look for that comfort of the Holy Spirit, family. I want to throw stuff that you can grab hold to and help you grow more here, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. And OG, it's 8 o'clock, family. I love y'all. I want to go ahead and end this. God's will, we'll be back on tomorrow at 6 o'clock. I will post later whatever God lay on our spirit or lay on my spirit for me and OG to feed y'all back. Okay? I love y'all. OG, I'm getting ready to go down, bro. All right, family.
Brother.
Thanks, OG. I loved it.
You're welcome.
I love it. I love it.
Of course.
Thank you.
Of course, because when we get together, we talk